Let me get into Steph Curry yesterday.
Yeah.
50 points in a Game 7. Of course, the last 5 were unnecessary. They were unnecessary.
Yes, they were. Yes,
Up by 20, 5 minutes left. What are we doing?
It was very necessary. He wanted to get this. He wanted to get that 50 point. He wanted to be the number 1 guy that in Game 7 scored over everybody else.
Yeah,
you got to give him that.
Look, you played with some of the great players. You are one of the great players of a generation. You're a Hall of Famer, and I obviously have great respect for that. But have you ever seen a guy like him from a standpoint of defensively, there's no place on the court you're safe? Because I've never seen that. I'm a Jordan guy. I think Jordan's the greatest player of all time. But I've never seen this.
Yeah, I tell you this. Michael Jordan, of course.
Yeah.
Mitch Richmond, of course. Chris Mullin. I done seen guys where you watch them play and you see, wow, he's unstoppable. He's really legitimately unstoppable. And everything that you do to try to create or devise defense for him, he just kills it. And what can you do? But Steph Curry is amazing. What he does out there on the basketball court, how he does it, his charisma, how he has fun with going out there playing the game, how he put his team, he loves to put his team on his back.
Yeah, he took 38 shots yesterday, and I think he had to.
He had to. He had to take all 38 shots. And if he didn't, then they wouldn't be in the predicament they are in, winning Game 7 and going to the next round. But, he missed 2 free throws, uncharacteristic of him.
Yep.
Missed 2 back to back.
They weren't very good from the stripe either.
And then every time he went to the free throw line, he's smiling. He's smiling. I think he was looking at somebody or smiling at somebody because they said something to him, but he's just smiling, shooting free throws, and making them in the second half.
Yeah, well, listen, when you're up by double digits and you're going for 50 and you've done something that you've never done, missing back-to-back free throws.
That wasn't up by 20. That was in the heat of the moment.
That was after he missed the tip.
Right. That was in the heat of the moment that they were still trying to get command of the game.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he takes shots sometimes, and you're like, there's no possible way that's a great shot, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's like, for a lot of you might be too young to remember the Harlem Globetrotters in their prime. Mm-hmm. There was a guy on the Globetrotters who, for my money, is a top 10 basketball player of all time named Meadowlark Lemon.
Yes.
Meadowlark Lemon made shots like that, and as a kid, you'd go to the Garden and be like, oh my God, I've never seen that before. He does it in NBA games.
Yes.
It's stupid.
Yes.
And he's 34 years old.
Yes. And still in great shape.
Yes.
And in great shape. The shots that he was making, when I saw him make that shot over Murray in the first half, I was like, this might be an epic game for him. He might go for 50 or 55 in this game because he's feeling it like that.
Yep.
And what I thought took the air out of Sacramento is Klay Thompson's 4-point play at the end of the third quarter.
Right.
The Sacramento was coming back. And then you see Klay right here hit that 4-point play at the end. That was like, oh man.
That was like a dagger.
Yeah, that was a dagger. They was like, oh man, that right there. What can we do?
No, you can't. That's from 28 feet away.
Yes.
Like, you can't make that shot normally. He made it while he got fouled.
Yes.
And Klay Thompson did not have a good game by Klay Thompson. Metrics.
Klay Thompson had a wide open jump shot on the left side of the court in the corner, and he hit the side of the backboard.
Yeah.
That's how, and it was wide open. That's how bad his shooting percentage was yesterday.
I will tell you this: there's another guy that's your guy, to be fair, because you were on him all last week, who's now getting the love he deserves, and that's Kayvon Looneys, who had 21 rebounds again.
Yes.
My man had 20-plus rebounds in 3 games of this series, and they obviously went 3-0 in those games.
Yes.
He's not asked to score, and he doesn't score a lot.
No.
But there was about a 5-minute span in this game where Golden State took over, where they got second and third and fourth opportunities just based on Looney tapping the ball back, getting an offensive board, and he had 21 total rebounds.
He had 21
He's a problem for the Lakers.
He's a problem for the Lakers, but if Anthony Davis come and play, Looney could be in foul trouble in the first 2 minutes of that game.
Well, the good news for the Warriors is that Anthony Davis doesn't come to play every single game. And by the way, this is going to be billed as Steph Curry, LeBron James.
Oh, no question.
It ain't got nothing to do with them.
No.
Why?
That's not the battle. Steph's going to do Steph. LeBron's going to do LeBron.
But you still
I'm worried about everybody else.
You got to have supporting cast.
Well, the better supporting cast is Golden State.
No question.
Right?
No
from
question.
an experience standpoint and from just a pure ability standpoint. Not saying the Lakers aren't going to play well. I think they will.
Right.
But the Golden State Warriors right now are the better team. Would you not agree with that?
You got to understand, they have the same team that won the championship last year. And so they know what they can do at home and on the road in the playoffs. So they definitely not scared to go in somebody else's arena and win a game like they did against Sacramento. So, Lakers have to be sharp each and every game. However it goes, 7 games, 6 games, I think it's going to go 7 because it's going to go back and forth. But it's going to be must-see games and must-see TV, and we shouldn't take for granted what's going to happen.
No, because we may not ever get it again.
Right.
You are, like I always say, like I consider myself blessed that I am of an age where I saw certain guys play throughout their entire career and in their prime. You're one of those guys. You are getting a matchup now, and I think it goes well beyond Steph and LeBron, and we'll talk about that a lot throughout the week. But we should sit down, relax, and enjoy it because there's no guarantee you ever get this ever again.
Exactly.
Steph Curry's 34, LeBron's almost 40.
Yes.
And while they're still playing basketball beyond this year, one of these guys is going to a Western Conference final.
Yes.
This is not your normal, it's a 6 seed and a 7 seed, Johnny come lately. You're talking about 2 of the storied franchises in the NBA. You've got, obviously, Steph going for 5. You've got LeBron. I don't count the bubble one, so you can count that any way you want. But this is great. Like, as an NBA fan, I am going to sit down popcorn. The problem for me, of course, is the games don't start till after 10 o'clock.
Right.
Yes.
And I need my beauty sleep. As you can tell, did not get a lot of it this
You look
weekend.
stunning.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for Tim Hardaway to squeeze his thick body back into this Golden State Warrior jersey and then sign it on the back to my best friend, Craig Carton. I will put it up on the wall here. Something like that.
Oh, nice.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But a real quick thought, and I'm not going to hold you to it yet. Once the series starts, I'm going to hold you to it. The way you're thinking right now, are you leaning Golden State or leaning LA?
I'm leaning Golden State.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
I'm leaning Golden State.
You're a Lakers fan.
You asked me to be honest with you. I'm leaning Golden State, but I want my Lakers to win. They're the underdogs. They're going to do it.
Poppycock.
What are you talking about? I was honest with you.
Listen,
you should be thrilled with me.
Start lying to me, would you please?
Well, I am lying to you in that the fact that the Lakers are going to win this, man. All day long. Are you happy now?
No.
Why?
We need to rewind the tape. Get up. Cody, who's going to win the series?
Lakers in 5.
There you go.
go.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.